So, what is the actual correct way to monetize as a YouTuber? Like, what should we actually focus on? So, before we talk about this, before we actually figure out the correct way to monetize, we need to understand first of all, the incorrect way to monetize our YouTube channels. I don't care if you have millions of subscribers, this still applies to you. If you're not the Mr. Beast, the Ryan Trahans of the world, the Erics of the world, this applies to you because I know the amount of views that you're getting isn't as much as them, and you're not going to be making as much as them because you're not them. The old way of monetization is simply just relying on AdSense, sponsorships, and brand deals, when one should be aiming to focus on using multiple strategies in order to make consistent income from their YouTube business. You can't control the amount of views that a video gets, you can't control the amount of subscribers that come to your channel, you can't control the amount of likes that come from a video and the amount of engagement and comments that you get. All of these things are cool, but it's only good for you if you are a YouTuber who consistently gets these high engagements. Most YouTubers are just not this. So if this is the case, if most YouTubers are just not this, what are they supposed to do? Are they just supposed to wait for AdSense and engagement to be high in order to make a living from their YouTube channel? No. That would take way too long. So one should be aiming to focus on multiple strategies in order to make consistent income from the YouTube business. And we're going to talk about the multiple strategies that you should implement into your YouTube channel so that you can actually create a living and career out of this. Too many times we see such cases where a YouTuber has hundreds of thousands or millions of subscribers, but they're still broke because they are relying on other companies and ads in their videos to pay them. They have expenses regarding creating a video in the first place, so profit margins are just going to suck. The more subscribers you have, the higher the production value of the video usually is. As you can tell, like when you look at the top of top YouTubers with millions and hundreds of thousands of subscribers, the video production is very top tier. Do you know what it takes to get that level of video production? It takes a lot of money. It takes a good content team. It takes a high paying editor, high paying thumbnail designer. All these things just take away from the amount of money that your video makes from AdSense. A million views is $3,000. Can you imagine? Can you imagine only making $3,000 for a million views, which first of all is rare in the first place, and then off that 3,000, you still have to pay your editor, your content team, your thumbnail designer. Can you imagine? You're never going to break the threshold of financial freedom if you constantly have these different things that are taking and dripping your money away. Your income is just going to constantly be fluctuating. You're never going to have something very consistent. You're spending hours creating content in the first place as well, so it seems that your YouTube channel is just a glorified 9 to 5 job. You're spending hours just to create your content just to not see much in return. And it's similar to how you were moving when you had your 9 to 5 job and when you wanted to escape from your 9 to 5 job in the first place. Listen though, I know you don't know better. Like literally, I know you don't know any better. This is just what you've been taught. So I'm not gonna sit here and blame you or criticize you for doing what you've been taught. Top of the top YouTubers have said to only focus on creating content, get better click-through rate, grow your subscribers amount, post tons of videos weekly, just trying to get more numbers, more engagement, thinking that this is the best path to success on YouTube. Notice that the people who say this are usually at the top of the top game. They can do that because they are at the top of the top. They have a high amount of subscribers. They get consistently hundreds of thousands, millions of views. Most likely that is not you. Maybe you have a couple of videos that have popped up like that. But think about it. If 1 million views is $3,000 from AdSense because of the RPM, how often are you getting and making $3,000 from a video that you post? Usually, probably very not often at all. Like very rarely you are. So what are you supposed to do then? So we already know that this isn't making the money that we always wanted to when we first started YouTube channels in the first place. What is this? What is the effect of this then? You're constantly stressed as your income is fluctuating. Of course. How are you not going to be stressed if you don't know how much you're going to be making for a specific month? You don't know if you can pay the bills for the month. You have rent, you have car notes, you have insurance, you have all these different things that add up. So you don't know if you can pay the bills for the month because you don't know how much you're making for the month. So you're stressed thinking, oh man, am I gonna have to literally move out? Am I gonna have to like sell my car? Like stuff like that. Like it gets serious. I've heard some crazy stories. You don't know if you can really live the entrepreneur slash creator freedom lifestyle that you always wanted for sure when you started your channel in the first place. Because you don't have consistent income coming in. You don't know how much you're going to be making per month. It's hard to get sponsorships. You have to chase companies. You don't know how much you'll be making from AdSense for the month. You don't know if your videos are going to flop. You don't know if your videos are going to perform. It's a constant stress. It's constant hamster wheel of just stress and not knowing how much you'll be making. You wanted to create a business out of your YouTube channel, but you don't know where to start. And you don't know who to listen to. You're drowned in content work to do, so you don't even have the time to learn what to do. You don't have the time to seek out mentors and seek out people on YouTube to research and learn about what to do. You don't know what to do in the first place. You don't have the time to be able to learn. You don't have the time to perfect your craft. You're just on a content hamster wheel trying to get out as many videos as possible for your audience, for the algorithm. You're a slave, bro. You're a slave. It's ironic coming from me because, you know what I'm saying, I'm black, but you're a slave. You're a slave to the YouTube algorithm and to your YouTube audience. You're chasing companies for brand deals when you don't even believe in the product of the company or what they even do. Matter of fact, you don't even use the product that they give you. Do you use Teach Handley, bro? Do you actually use Teach Handley? Let me know. Because if you do, cool. But most of you do not use Teach Handley. So why are you promoting the product? You're also having to cringe. Like, I would be cringing too that you have to do an ad in your video when you know that nobody gives a fuck about that. Nobody wants to hear an ad. When you watch a YouTube video, I know for a fact you do not want to hear an ad. Nobody does. It ruins the immersion and just being in the video itself. So if this is the case, then what should you do? Like, how should you actually monetize so that you're making consistent profit months so that you can escape all these negative effects and consequences that I know just deters you from presence in your life? Like, nobody wants to be dealing with these problems that honestly, frankly, make your life worse, make you stress. What can we do? Wait, what can we do to monetize so that we actually can achieve creator freedom? That's the goal. We want to have freedom when we started our creator business in the first place. So what is a new way of monetizing? So of course, before I continue, we can still rely on AdSense, of course. We gonna take the money, of course. Like, if the money's coming in, the money's coming in. You can even rely on sponsorships, frankly, as well. If you support the sponsor and they're paying well, why should you take that money and promote them? It's cool. If you support the company and it's something that you use and something that you would actually, you know, give to people and tell people that, okay, yeah, it's cool. I support this. Then promote the company in your video, but only do so if you really believe the product and if you think it is worth promoting in the first place. This is the truth. This is the God honest truth. By doing sponsorships, you do detract from goodwill and connection from your audience. It ruins immersions. It ruins connection. Nobody wants to watch a sponsor in your video. That's just the truth. You don't want to watch a sponsor when you watch a YouTube video. That's the truth. So if you're going to do one, it better be worth it. And it better just be something that you use as well. But the correct way to monetize on YouTube, if we're trying to escape creator hell and just relying on AdSense and sponsorships and brand deals, to make consistent profit months from your YouTube business is to solve, you can do this by solving a major pain problem for a specific member in your audience and then charging for a premium solution to that major problem. This is the secret. This is what will allow you to finally get off the content hamster wheel and stop being a slave to the algorithm, your audience, and AdSense and sponsorship companies. Make an amazing paid product, sell that paid product. That is it. If you can dial in the specific person you're trying to reach with your videos and with your paid product, if you can figure out the major problems, and then if you can solve a solution, create a premium solution to that major pain point or problem, you will be able to get amazing results. You'll get consistent people coming in and want to be a part of your program or the process or whatever monetization vehicle that you choose to get them to that specific solution from that major pain problem. You sell the solution, you get amazing results, you will print money. No more relying on stuff that you cannot control. You can't control how many sponsors you get for the month. You can't control how much you're going to be making from AdSense and how well a video performs. You want to be able to control the profits that are coming from your audience. You want to be able to control the numbers, how many people you can funnel into a specific monetization vehicle, and you want to be able to make money directly from the people who came to your channel in the first place. We can talk about the specifics of how to do that with your own YouTube business, as well as what the best monetization vehicles and paid products are specifically for your YouTube business, but it would be just too long of a video. Obviously, this video is already decently long. I think it's already past 10 minutes. If you're interested in learning how we can implement this into your YouTube business, personally to you, specific to you, personalized to your YouTube channel, and finally generate you consistent 5-figure months, you can click the first link in the description. We can have a chat, we can talk, we can just dissect everything. We can figure out what's important for you and what direction you should take for your YouTube channel. Like what monetization vehicle is correct for you. So if you're interested in that, you can click the first link in the description. But if you want a general overview of the best monetization vehicles for your YouTube business, here it goes. Here are the monetization vehicles as such. The only monetization vehicles that are worth your time are one-to-one coaching, group coaching, courses, programs, mentorships, cohorts, paid community. Anything else is simply just a waste of time. That's just the truth. You don't want to be creating cheap Patreon memberships that don't do anything for you. $5 a month, bro. You don't want to be creating cheap digital planners and ebooks that, you know, might help them with a very, very tiny problem. You're just not going to be able to make enough profit per month. You'll be making what, like 5 sales a month on $3 Patreon? Like, no, we don't want to do that. Come on, bro. So each of these all have different leverage points, but you should choose which one best fits your style, your expertise level with what you teach in your YouTube business, as well as how much time freedom you want to have in your YouTube business as well. So One-to-one coaching is decently leveraged, but you are still spending a lot of your time just on one person. Like for example, if you have a 1 hour one-to-one coaching session, you are spending 1 hour and you're only being able to reach one person. So, it's good if you charge a good amount of money for the one-to-one coaching, but if you're charging a cheap price for the one-to-one coaching, it's probably not going to be worth your time. But everybody has to start somewhere. So if you need to start there, best believe you better. Group coaching is a little bit more leverage, not even a little bit, a decently amount of more leverage, because for that same hour that you got with that one person, you could reach 70 people. So imagine if you had 70 people paying for that group coaching and you were able to talk to them all at one time. Group coaching is a decently leveraged model. Courses, obviously, infinitely leveraged. You can make it once and sell it and just market it over and over and over again. Programs is kind of the same thing. Make the program, improve it, make it the best program that you want, that's possible. But on the back end of the program, you get one-to-one coaching and or group coaching, but you would charge it at a much higher price because they get coaching plus an actual program that gets them to a specific end result. Usually the result is something very, very valuable, so that's why you charge it at a higher ticket price. Same thing with mentorships, cohorts decently leverage. I mean, it's kind of like a group of people doing one thing at one time, so it's kind of like the group coaching model. Mentorship is kind of more so program, courses, and one-to-one coaching all in one. You have more specific and more of a relationship with the person that you're working with. But the most leveraged vehicle to be in as a creator is to create a paid community that runs basically by itself, that brings you in 5 to 6 figures monthly. The paid community is the most leveraged monetization vehicle for a YouTube business, for a YouTuber. This is the most leveraged vehicle. You have everything said thus far, anything that we just said before, one-to-one coaching, group coaching, courses, etc., etc. You have everything said thus far, all included into one package and into one place. You can have one-to-one calls. You can have group coaching. You will have courses. Don't think you won't, because you need courses to make people, nurture people, make people get results, get people to these results. But this is where the magic happens. You can have a higher ticket program where more serious people can pay you a higher price to join that higher ticket program. You can have mentorships and cohorts for people in the community who are serious and want to pay more for the service, who maybe want to get specifically more personal help for you, so they want a mentor, they want to get mentored by you, or a cohort where a group of people want to, do like a sort of 12-week sprint trying to get to a specific end result. More of the magic is when you can upsell people in the community to a higher ticket program or mentorship that gives direct access to you and or your team. So this is for people who are more serious about what you have to sell and are willing to pay a higher price for closer access to you. And you can charge these programs, these higher ticket programs, and these upsells 2K, 3K, 4K, 5K. This is where the real money is made, on the back end of the money that you're already making from a paid community. So imagine having a community of audience members who are paying you $50 to $100 each. Imagine if you simply only had 100 people in the community, which is very easy to do. Can you imagine if you had 2,000 subscribers and imagining only getting 100 people into a paid community? It's not that hard at all. Not that hard at all. You'd either be making $5,000 a month if they were paying $50 per month each, or $10,000 a month if they were paying $100 a month each. So that's only with 100 people. This would be every single month, just from 100 people. This isn't even including the people in the community that want to join your higher price program or mentorship or coaching as well. This is what I was talking about, upsells on the back end. You would charge that 2K to 4K depending on the value and the end result for the program. And imagine you had 5 people on top of the $5,000 a month paying you 3K each. That would be an additional $15,000, rounding off at $20,000 in one single month. That's only if you're getting 100 members at $50 a month, and then you sold 2 or 3K programs. You'd be making $20,000 in one single month. That's just with 100 members. So can you imagine what you get to 200, 300, 400 members? You have the potential to be making lots and lots and lots of money. This is only with 100 members. Can you imagine the future of your YouTube business if this was implemented into your channel? Like genuinely, like just imagine if this actually was able to be implemented and infrastructure into what you have currently now. Yes, we can do that. I can help you with that. But, alas, consume the free content if you want to do it by yourself. It's simply just a math equation at that point, and we just broke down the math. So, no more relying on AdSense and sponsorships, please. No more stressed out constantly trying to keep up with your content schedule. Maybe perhaps working a 9 to 5 on top of YouTube because you can't afford rent for the month. Literally, you have to go back to your job. Oh man, I can't even. Sorry, man. I'm even getting like frustrated even thinking about it because that's brutal. I'm not going back to the job because we all know how treacherous and how bad it made us feel being in a cubicle like a rat. You're stressed because your videos aren't performing that well. You don't know what to do, but you're stuck with the commitment to your YouTube channel that is going to be your big break and it's going to be the thing that elevates you in life and get you financial freedom. You've stuck to that commitment and that's good, but why would you take the long way when There's a better path. There's a more leveraged path. There's a path that can speed this process up completely and just take advantage of the fact that you are an expert. You are valuable. AdSense and sponsorships, they don't see you as that, but your audience does. So make money directly from your audience. So no more of that shit. I want you to shift to the new way of monetization. If you want to book a call below and discuss how we can implement this process into your YouTube business, you can click the first link below. We can get you started. We can get you saved. We can get you removed from this creator hell. And I just really hope that for you. So click the first link in the description. Check out my other videos. I want you to subscribe, like. I'm going to have a whole bunch of value coming for all of you guys. I really want to change the lives of my YouTubers, my YouTuber clients. So let's actually remove you from this creator hell. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the flip.